We have 40 free pulls coming to version 1.1 of Wuthering Waves and more to share. So if you want to stay tuned, make sure you stick around because I have a lot to uncover here. This is Wuthering Waves version 1.1 summarized. And as you can see, we have a new location on the map. It's going to be an icy mountain, so similar to Dragon Spine if you played Genshin Impact. And on this map, it looks like we have a new main questline, Act 7, Thaw of Eons. So in the background, we can kind of see that Rover is traveling with the Sentinel, so I have a feeling that we're going to learn a little bit more about what Rover's past is about. It's kind of hard to say because we have such limited information, but Act 7 is going to launch as soon as version 1.1 goes live. Another story being added is actually going to be the Immortal Blaze, which is a companion story by Chang Li. I don't really know much about her, but she is pretty smoking hot. And it's not because she uses fission, by the way. But on top of that, we're also getting new echoes. So one of the echoes that we're going to get is the Sentinel, the dragon. So I think it's going to be a pretty dang cool echo that we get to use, as well as various other 3s and 1s. This is going to be the list right now. Also coming is a new tactical hologram, Crownless. And I'm sure you guys are aware that Crownless is a pretty difficult fight. So him coming as a hologram is definitely going to be pretty fun to watch. I haven't tackled the holograms myself, but I've seen what the higher levels do and it is pretty devastating. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. And we're also going to go into some of the events. So we have this event right here, which is going to be divided into 4 stages, which is exploration, puzzling, battle, all sorts of stuff, but that's one of the events coming soon. Alright guys, here comes the big news. So 40 free pulls are coming throughout the course of version 1.1. Yes, not joking, no strings attached. So later on the patch, we are getting 10 limited pulls, the Radiant Tides, and then a couple days after, we are getting 10 Forging Tides for the weapon banner. And then just several days after that, we are getting another 10 free pulls for the standard banner. So right there, we're at 30. But on top of that, we are also getting 10 free pulls, 5 limited, 5 standard, just through the 7-day login event. Yes, 40 free pulls throughout the course of version 1.1. That is pretty awesome, and all you gotta do is log in, so make sure you stick around. A new addition coming to version 1.1 is going to be an update to Depths of Illusionary Realm, which is basically the simulated universe of Wuthering Waves. So yes, we have Asterite, Malleable, Class Echoes, and more, so make sure you take advantage of this because you get a lot of great rewards. Okay, now let's go ahead and rapid fire through some events. So the first event is going to be a combat event, which is supposed to be kind of more for fun and casual. So we get special buffs to challenge formidable enemies, and I'm guessing we just get to beat them up very easily. So that's what that event is. We also have a roulette kind of event, Lolo campaign, where we have to do some quests, and then we spin the roulette and get various rewards. We also have our material double drop event, which is basically the Leyline Overflow or the Crimson Calyx double drop event, where we get different things. So we get extra money or potions. That's going to be for the first half, and then on the latter half, we get double echo drops. So make sure you tune in every single day because it's only a limited times that you could do through each day, so it doesn't stockpile. That's the most efficient use of your wavelengths. And that's pretty much going to wrap up the events, so let's go ahead and move on to the banners. So we have Jin Shi, who is going to be our very first banner for version 1.1, who's going to be paired with Sanhua, Donjin, and Yang Yang. Pretty good. And then for the second half, we have Chang Li, and the 4 stars are going to be Taochi, Baiji, and Mortefi. If you didn't snag a Mortefi, I strongly recommend that you do because he's a great sub DPS. So around last week, the devs went over some quality of life updates, and we can just go over a couple. So they went over map optimization and databank level increase, so you can guarantee yourself 5-star echoes once you hit level 21. However, this is the big news that you should know about. they really optimized the new tuner synthesize feature. So a lot of people had an abundance of 4-star or the purple synthesizers to get perks on their echoes. However, because it is not needed anymore, people are now going for the 5 stars. You can now condense all of those 4 stars into getting more 5-star premium tuners. So yes, you can use all of the 4 stars, make it into 5 stars, and make use out of them. So now that most people are going out of the mid game into closer to the late game and even end game, you can make use out of this. So thank you very much, a much well needed change. So it is quite unfortunate that we didn't get a special program for version 1.1, but I guess that's alright. This is going to have to do for now, and I'd rather them get it right for version 1.2 than offer us another mediocre special program. So we'll just go ahead and let them cook, and then we'll be back to what we usually are expecting for version 1.2. And I'm pretty excited for that. Speaking of special programs, I'm going to be up bright and early at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning to cover Zenlit Zone Zero's version 1.0 special program. So yes, war has officially started between Hoyoverse and Kuro Games. So the game is on, guys. We'll have to see who comes up on top. But for now, that'll have to do it. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for all things gacha, whether it's Wuthering Waves or Zenlit Zone Zero. And as always, subscribe for more.